Hello, and we are back. It's been a while.
We're back.
Jen, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Now that we're all sitting here, I missed my big DT family. I missed my big DT family.
Me too. It's kind of addicting, but well, what have you been up to?
Momming and working in real estate and momming and retail and just being happy and being a pet parent and all that jazz.
Well, I've been doing a bunch of
Tell me what you've been up to.
Prospecting, which I haven't done in a long time.
Good for you.
And you know what really inspired me to prospect more?
What?
This is going to sound absolutely crazy. I started watching Mad Men.
I love that
and
show.
I'm like, that is so much like, number one, my father's office when growing up. It was very much like that. And then it's very much like being in a real estate office because you're calling on people, you're getting clients, and you're meeting around and talking. And so it's kind of inspired me,
Totally.
like someday I was like, I don't want to make those calls. And then I watch one of the, I've got to make that call.
I love it.
Yeah, I got to keep up with the Mad Men.
I love that. That's such a well done TV show.
Yeah.
So well done.
Who would think it would be an inspiration to somebody?
Oh, there was a cult following. Yeah, it was really well done.
Seen that.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah. Well, I hadn't either.
No, but get ready. You'll watch it all in one weekend.
Wait a minute.
Grey's Anatomy.
Wait a minute.
I haven't
So
seen, like,
good.
those
Who are
big-
you? We haven't introduced you
I know, gorgeous girls.
Jennifer,
Okay,
take it
Miss
away.
Liv Perez of Restoration Beauty. Talk to me about yourself and your business.
So my name is Livia. I am the owner of Preservation Beauty. It's a med spa that offers all the aesthetic services you can think of as far as injectables, lasers, skin treatments, even some peptides, including weight loss. Our goal is to expand even further into the wellness industry and maybe to other parts of the DFW soon.
Well, and tell us,
Wonderful.
where's your place of business right now?
I'm currently in Park Cities, so Preston Center Plaza.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes, we're familiar.
Love it. And I don't trust my face with anyone other than Preservation Beauty, Olivia. And okay, Chelsea, come on, girl.
All right, so I am Chelsea Leiber of I am the owner of Duke's Destinations. So we are a travel business. We do not charge any fees or anything, so it doesn't cost you anything to use us, which is great. And I'm always about trying to find the best deal for my clients, and we also price match as well. So that's wonderful. We have a lot of great deals going on right now. I've also been booking a lot of group trips lately, which has been a lot of fun, making special occasions even more special for them.
Well, I got to get one thing out of the way that's on my mind immediately. I'm guessing Duke is a dog.
Duke is my
he
dog.
is the dog.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay.
Love
He's
that name.
betrothed to Bella, my dog.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes. They will be
Can
getting
he
married.
handle her?
Yes, he can handle her. It's can she handle him?
We should do the wedding on
I know,
live,
right? We
on air.
totally should.
We actually, Duke and I actually just got back from Lake Tahoe
How
for
was
a
it?
birthday celebration. It was so much fun. He handled everything wonderfully. I highly recommend Caesars Republic in Lake Tahoe. They are very dog friendly. Even if you don't have a service dog, you're not allowed to leave your dog in the room. So there were a lot of dogs on the casino floor and restaurants. It was a lot of fun.
How
He
fun.
really enjoyed it. He got to fly first class there. Sadly, he was disappointed and we had to fly back with the peasants on the way home.
I'll tell you,
the common folk like myself.
that dog's having more fun than I
I've ever
am.
flown first class. I don't think I have.
Well, right now, it's actually cheaper to fly first class than it is to fly coach. American Airlines, for instance, you can upgrade to first class for only $60, but that includes your bags. That includes a meal. That includes your drinks on the flight. Like, I mean, that's
Seriously.
no brainer. Like,
No brainer.
you might as well upgrade.
Exactly.
They're going to charge you for it anyway.
Exactly. You're going to spend that $60, so you might as well spend it and get more leg room.
Yeah.
And do we have to go through you to make that upgrade?
No, you absolutely do not.
Okay. Well, that was very, very cool of you. Okay, so let's talk about this.
First good tip of the day.
That is a good tip.
Many more to come.
We're gonna get some good travel tips. We're gonna get some really good beauty tips. I wanted to talk about what's trending right now. This travel plastic surgery. What is going on with that? I've known a few friends that go to Turkey to get their teeth done, their face done, their nose done, and they come back and they're like, "I paid $11,000 to get all three," and they look phenomenal. What's going on? And then we'll turn it over to Liv and say, you know, if you don't want to get the full facelift, how do you take care of yourself along the way, longevity, to not have to get the full Monty and etc.?
So a lot of people are going to Turkey, especially for hair transplants. That's the big thing. But also nose jobs. I actually just sent a girl over there. The technology over there is so much better than it is here in the United States.
Okay, what does that look like even?
It's also cheaper. I'm not sure what she spent on her nose job, but I know the trip that I booked for her, she went to Istanbul and got her nose job there, spent about a week and a half, did a few things there, and then I flew her to Cappadocia, and she spent a few days there as well, and got to enjoy her new nose and showing it off to all the people.
Wow.
And she was very, very happy with everything.
Well, Turkey, I've seen pictures and talked. It's beautiful. There's so many cool things to see there.
Absolutely. Like Cappadocia, the big thing there is like the hot air balloons and staying in a cave hotel.
How cool is that?
So the hotel where I booked her was very affordable. It was beautiful. Absolutely. And she said the staff there was just incredible.
Wow. What is the US dollar to
The exchange rate.
Ooh,
we don't know. Doesn't matter.
I think it's pretty comparable
Okay.
from what I remember. But I mean, that was just a few months ago that I booked her.
Okay, that is so interesting. And I read, that the government has given them, the locals, incentives to, work with Americans. And so, but what does it look like, technology being more progressive? What does that look like?
She just told me that she did a deep dive into the research on getting her nose done here
Versus there?
and that it was a way quicker recovery time, and it was just safer, and
Wow.
and it was cheaper also, and she just felt more comfortable doing it there. I wish that she could have been on with us, because she would definitely tell us everything.
Right. Oh my God.
I'm so naive about all this, but just out of curiosity, and it'd be an interesting point to make, I think, like, what does it cost there versus here to get a nose job or just some procedure? Let's get an idea.
I'll tell you one thing I do know. One
Please
of
do.
our mutual friends that's in a suite next to you, she and her daughter went and got 2 nose jobs, 2 facelifts, and 1 deep
I
plane.
know who you're
And
talking about, and she had complications.
oh,
first
she
time.
did?
Mhm.
I didn't
She
know
had to have
that.
it revised. So although it may be cheaper in Turkey, cheaper is not always better.
That's true.
And you always have to do your due diligence and do the research. Yes, a rhinoplasty in Turkey will run you about 5 to 7, and here would run you about between 7 and 20 plus.
Okay.
The technology isn't necessarily better. It's just that the doctors in Turkey are more niche down. So practice makes perfect. So they've done a lot more.
They specialize
Right.
and do the same
Rather
procedure.
than here, people try to go to like their body plastic surgeon for their nose. And that's where I feel like the mistakes
That does
come.
not sound like a good idea
Because
to
you
me.
want to
No.
go to a doctor who specializes, right? And in Turkey, there's a lot more specialized doctors for certain things, including rhinoplasty. And so they've had more experience because they have a higher volume. But the technologies that exist in Turkey also exist here. It's
Makes
just that they
sense.
have more experience. They've been more aggressive about using those technologies, but it doesn't mean that they don't exist here.
Okay, that makes so much sense.
thank you
But they're
for-
the nose person, and there's the face person, and there's the lip person. And I've been fascinated with the deep plane facelift. What is so different about the deep plane facelift? Because these women are going in looking, like their age, and coming out not only looking younger, but looking like the cartoon gorgeous vixen version of themselves. It's like, wow, what is that about?
So deep plane is repositioning the tissues that fall with age. So with age, our fat pads gets thinner, they fall, they kind of split into islands, our muscles and ligaments, all that weakens. And so deep plane kind of repositions everything back into what it once was when we
Gravity
were young.
will let you down.
Gravity will always win. But we like that because now we're not floating around.
But
But
then
go
there
on.
are also things is like just lifting the skin and kind of suturing it. That's not more deep plane. That's just more superficial.
Right.
So deep plane would be favorable, I guess, if you had to choose, or
It just kind of depends on the maintenance treatments you've been doing, and your genetics. That plays a role in your skin. Some people don't do much and they only, need one facelift. Some people have bad genetics.
Right.
I don't want to say bad.
Or they
but,
age differently.
Right. They age differently.
Yeah.
And they haven't really been doing any maintenance treatment, so they might require 2 facelifts.
Yeah.
That makes
in their
sense.
lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing we're seeing is a big trend. I'm just kind of bouncing around here. Jennifer, pull the hook on me if
No, you're
I'm
great.
going the wrong way. But, the one thing we're seeing right now also is the Ozempic medicines. And I don't know if that's quite in your realm, but, we're seeing, like, I notice it just going around town. There's a lot of people that I run into that either I don't recognize or B, I think they're like 20 years old and they turn around and they're much older than that. And it seems to be a lot of people are taking these, and I don't know exactly
Peptide.
peptides. Yeah, peptides. And I've heard some good and bad about.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty as charged.
Well, the
And
movie's
I'll never quit. Someone was like, it's going to make you go blind. I'm like, I will 3 blind mice, pick out the old glasses, and I don't care. I'm never going to stop.
well, you see it on the red carpet too, a lot in Hollywood. I mean, a lot of people, they look very different, and I've seen that with people I know here in Dallas for that matter, but it seems to be something that is just going like wildfire right now. A lot of people, I'm seeing it a lot. So your comments on that?
Oh, it's complicated, but we have semaglutide, tirzepatide. Now there's retatrutide that will be released probably next year.
Talk to me about retatrutide.
Retatrutide's a newer GLP-1. It's being made by Eli Lilly. It's still in the works, still being studied, but we do expect it to be officially on the market starting next year.
And it'll be $1,000 a month until something else comes along, and then it'll be $1 a month.
Just don't buy it on the black market because it's not regulated and you don't know what they're putting in that stuff. So just don't go online and buy whatever seems legit because sometimes it's not.
Nope.
But I do manage a lot of patients who start their weight loss journey on these GLP-1s. And what I do is a lot of skin tightening, a lot of collagen stimulation, so that as they're losing weight, their skin isn't just falling. Their face doesn't look fallen. They don't look too gaunt or just like wasted away.
Mm-hmm.
And so I get together with them and we create a plan to where as they're losing weight, you can't really tell in their face because we're doing all these other treatments. And that has really helped them lose weight and look amazing by the end of their weight loss journey.
Well, I have another question. I'm surprised I have questions about this, but there's the extreme too. There's people that do too much plastic or do things that they shouldn't do. And do you run into that some? And
yes.
How do you cope with that with your clients?
I'm seeing a lot of 20-year-olds, especially in the Dallas area, Instagram, AI, all that's really influencing the way that they think that they should look, which is not realistic. And so I've seen a lot of 20-something-year-olds seeking filler or just more treatments that they really should be getting. And it's actually aging them.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense.
And so when really young 20-year-olds come to me, I really tell them to focus on microneedling, good skincare for sure, maybe some Botox if they have very strong muscles, but not always. Just very minimal things until they reach their 30s or their 40s.
Well, it seems like when you're giving these type services out, of course you can just, do it whatever they want, but it seems like advising and counseling is super important, and where you go, who you deal with on all this is paramount. So we've seen even the people with endless resources make huge mistakes. Like some of the actors and actresses that I won't name the names right now, but we all know them, right? And the same thing is it becomes more available to everyone, just like you're saying with the young people. And that's a whole nother issue. Just self-esteem and what people see on Instagram. I do a lot of photography, and there's so much tinkering with people's skin, and they don't really look anything like how they're photoshopping or using filters, I think there has to also be like, love yourself, and a lot of really nice looking people make themselves not look good. They do just the opposite. So there is this self-image thing that goes along with it, it seems.
Absolutely. And that, I'm very passionate about what I do. And I could easily say, yeah, let's do whatever you want and take
Right.
their money, but that's not
Yeah.
why I do what I do. I like to help people age gracefully. I like to help young girls know that, hey, you can be 40 and 50 and still look hot just by maintaining, and you don't have to look like somebody other than yourself. And so I have to say no to a lot of people a lot of the time, but I'm okay with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I truly enjoy and I'm very passionate about what I do.
And you're good. You do the facial balancing thing
That's great.
like a pro. I saw one of our mutual friends, I won't say her name on here, but she's been seeing you for a minute. And then another mutual friend, and I'm like, girl, you look hot.
I
And
love
she's like,
that.
I know, it's our
But
secret.
you can't really pin down what she got
You can't.
done,
You
right?
just know, like,
I think that's part of the trick.
It's like when one of my aunts, like years ago, one of my aunts got a boob job, and this guy at church kept saying, "Could you get a new haircut? You look great." And she was like, "Boobs McGee here."
Yes, guys,
It's like, no.
guys and boobs, we're
Yeah,
we're
I know.
hypnotized. We
I know.
can't think straight, right?
No, it's so funny. So talk to me about, so how many times should a 49-year-old come in for Botox per year? A couple times a year, 3 times, 4? What do you think?
The average Botox treatment is about every 3 to 4 months.
Okay, cool.
That's what the studies have shown. That's what I see in my clinic, and that's what I would recommend.
Perfect. What else? Like no alcohol, no smoking, no sun. What else helps preserve, the face and someone's, we only get one like human suit. We need to take care of it. We don't take care of it as much as we should. So
Your body is your temple.
it is, exactly.
So originally, before all these treatments came out, they would say, oh, have a facelift in your mid-40s and then another one 15 years later. Now with all the treatments I can provide, or, just in general, the aesthetic industry can provide, because technology is always advancing, I feel comfortable telling my clients, hey, let's stick to this treatment plan. I promise you can prolong your facelift until you're in your 50s. And then if you want to again in your 70s, which at that time, kind of depends on what you want to prioritize in life, you might not want to.
Yeah.
So you just went from having 2 facelifts in your lifetime to just 1. And by doing things like Sculptra, which is a biostimulator, it stimulates your body to make collagen and elastin, helps firm the skin. Things like Soft Wave, that's really great for skin tightening.
I did that and it's gone. My line is gone.
And isn't it amazing?
One
it's like
session.
Magic.
It is magic.
So just twice a year is
my
my
gosh.
recommendation for
Okay.
that. Laser resurfacing for big pores, fine lines, uneven texture, and then a great skincare regimen, because you have to do your part at home too to maintain those results.
Okay.
Is very important. But I definitely feel confident in telling somebody who comes to me in their 40s and they're like, I'm going to get a face off. I'm like, nope, I promise you, I can help you prolong that.
Yeah.
And so they end up just wanting to have 1 facelift in their lifetime versus 2.
That's perfect. That's amazing.
Well, an earlier show we did, we went to a spa where they did red light treatment. We did the cold plunges. We did what do they call them? Brain, I can't think of
the brain tapping.
brain tapping,
Yeah.
yes. And what else did we do there? Oh, the red light treatment. And it really supposedly builds collagen. It's very good for you. And
It's good for healing, for sure.
all we knew, or all I knew, was I just felt great and I wanted to go back, when I got out of there. And they had the massaging and the equipment. So there's a lot of ways you can take care of your inside in this day and age, with as well as the exterior, the veneer, and how we look, in a cosmetic way. Let me ask you again, or another question. Where else? I mean, we talked about Turkey. Where else are places people go for
Thailand.
Yeah, and where's a good place to take a vacation?
And I actually have a few friends who went down to Mexico, which I don't really recommend this, and I'm sure that she can attest to this. I do have a few friends, which I did not book them, but I do have some friends that went down there and got like the lap band. That was yeah.
Ooh, that sounds scary to me.
I mean, they look great, but I know like one of them has had their gallbladder removed. And,
no.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was related to that, but I mean, I would not recommend that. Like Turkey, I feel like she said, there's specialists there. They specialize in that, and they do that all the time.
And you want to ask questions like, what's your revision rate?
Right.
Revision rate?
Like how many people after coming to see you for a rhinoplasty need to have a revision or complications, or if I do have a complication from the US, how do you manage that? Just things like that. There's a lot of questions that you can ask to make sure that you're choosing the right surgeon and not just going over there for the price.
Right. And I know that my friend that went over to Turkey to get her rhinoplasty, I know that she did a deep dive into research on that, and that he's one of the top in the world. So I do feel like that's a safe place to go. I do know people that go there all the time for hair transplants. I feel like that's particularly safe as well.
It seems like it's important to know people who are in the States that help you make those
and
decisions.
veneers. I mean, veneers. People go over there for the veneers and they look great.
Yeah. That's another.
Personally,
that's
had
another
two
one.
friends who had a hair transplant. She had like tummy tuck, body lift, and the results are amazing.
Well,
Really?
I have a number
That's
of
great.
Turkish clients that are very nice, men and women. They're very nice looking people now. And I know for a fact, some of them have had things done. I had this one client I was with, and his chest looked so. I said, "You've been working out?" He goes, "Not really, not really." So
He got implants.
I'm guessing he did, because he kind of looked
Probably.
like he had a Superman suit on. And
Good for him.
Yeah,
But
nice looking man.
But as far as like where to go right now, I mean, Jen and I were talking about this the other day. The Maldives.
Talk
right
to us,
now
babe.
is
Like, talk dirty to me.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. I've always wanted to go.
I actually even looked at some places like trip packages today, and you can go all inclusive for 5 nights, 6 days with flights, all inclusive. Like,
And in the Maldives.
yes, in the Maldives for $7,500 to $10,000 for a couple. Like, that's
no
insane.
way.
That's like almost cheaper than going to Mexico. I mean, I can book a trip for somebody going to Mexico for like maybe
where,
like
where exactly
2,500.
is the Maldives?
Indian Ocean.
Indian Ocean. It's a long flight.
Yeah,
I will say
Long.
that. It's a very long flight, but
It's like a day and a half, right?
yeah, it's about a day and a half.
Yeah.
But
But it's the overwater bungalow villas. It's the white sand and the crystal clear blue
What is that
water.
resort that has the slides? It's a
Yeah.
there's a
Tsunavi or something.
Yeah.
there's a ton of, and I saw that one today as well. But there's a ton of resorts like that, and literally, like, you will like just jump over your bungalow into the water and walk across to like go to dinner and stuff.
Amazing.
That's kind of how it is over there. But Bora Bora is another option that is also pretty cheap
Right now?
right now. It's probably going to be comparable to what the Maldives is right now.
Is it because of the war?
The war has definitely influenced their prices, and it's also their like downtime. Because
Off season.
it's off season, because right now it's like the months, July through October is like their monsoon season.
So, but you could get there and it could rain the whole time and then boohoo.
Yeah, but I mean, you're sitting over the water. You still
Exactly. Talk to me about the deals in Bora Bora.
Bora Bora, I have not looked up any deals,
But that's the French Polynesia.
but it's a shorter flight, and you can get there for cheaper than you can to the Maldives. But also with this whole thing with Spirit shutting down,
What the heck happened there?
they filed bankruptcy. I have some friends who were flight attendants for Spirit, and they were like, "Oh, I spent 15 years here." And I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, Spirit, no, it's the worst airline ever."
I had a great experience. a few
Yes.
times.
No, you just have to know how to pack.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
even us girls that like to pack heavy, like just
Exactly.
put it all into
Last
one
summer,
carry-on.
My luggage got lost for a whole week with
With
Iberia.
Spirit? Oh, with Spirit?
With Iberia,
Iberia,
from
okay.
France
Oh,
to
no.
Spain, a whole week.
I mean,
That's
it's
awful. I'm sorry.
On my
Are you okay?
carry-on was only shoes.
Oh no! So, but you looked hot with your shoes.
Well, so you had to go.
Naked with
then
shoes.
you were forced.
you had to go
yeah, you
shopping,
were forced
right?
to go shopping, right?
You were-
Yeah,
you were
I did.
forced
and
to go
they
shopping.
kept telling me, "Oh yeah, one essential outfit every day. It'll be covered." And I was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" Well, I went on a shopping spree. No, they didn't cover much.
Oh my god!
But you know what? It was worth it. Best memories.
Oh,
and
totally.
Yeah.
Great experience.
Do you think that the Spirit airline? What happened was like, all the competitors price matched, and then that put them out of business.
I don't know if that's necessarily the case, because I was having more people want to fly Spirit, and it also it's it was deemed the safest airline. They never had a plane crash or anything.
No.
And they're landing with
always the newer
Yeah.
airlines are the safest because they haven't had enough time to have a crash.
Well, they've been in business since 1992.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that's quite a while.
The year I was
That's lo-
born.
But did the
longer than I would've
competitors
guessed,
did like
actually.
American Airlines and Southwest like price match and lower theirs to meet their?
not really. I think the new Spirit Airlines is now going to be Frontier.
Okay, I think you're right.
And I know like Southwest had bought them, but I don't know. I haven't done my deep dive into it, but I just know that now they are charging the way that Spirit used to charge, but their flights are really cheap.
Who, Frontier?
Frontier is, yeah.
Whatever happened to JetBlue?
JetBlue, I think they went bankrupt as well, but I really liked them also.
I did. I loved
Well,
JetBlue.
the airline business is such a competitive business, and the investment into the business is so high. The planes are, millions and millions of dollars. And, think of the planes, the 737, large 737s that they all got grounded, because the autopilot was taking over and crashing the planes,
Oh my
so that
gosh,
was
yeah.
for a year or two, wasn't it?
Right, yeah.
So, imagine, okay, you're highly invested in that and your competition's not. And, you've got all this debt you're trying to service. And a lot of times the government has intervened with airlines. There's a long history of that being a kind of a boom and bust industry.
Right,
So,
right.
and I'm sure people bought their planes when they went out of business and got good deals on them.
and wrapped it in the American Airlines or whatever, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I made commission on booking flights, I would be like a millionaire right now.
Oh, for sure.
But unfortunately, the airlines are that stingy that I don't even get paid on flights. I only get paid by the resorts. So I have a lot of leeway there where I can negotiate better prices.
Well, thinking of flying, like it's gone through such an evolution over time. I mean, I can remember like in the 60s and 70s, it was such a luxury experience, and then
You
all
had
these.
to dress up and you're going to have a 9-course meal.
When they'd serve it on fine china, and the seats were really big. And I remember when the seats started getting smaller, like Southwest Airlines was one of the big early success stories that they, started simplifying the process. And, then the routes you get, you gotta go through the political process of getting approved. And there's just a lot of ways that business can go sideways.
Oh, 100%. I mean, we like flying to Lake Tahoe to Reno. We flew first class there, and American Airlines, it's their 100th year anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
And so they brought out like all their like old school stuff. So my dog Duke and I had we had short rib, and my friend that I was with, he had some kind of like sirloin steak. I mean, the food was great.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really, really nice.
Y'all may not remember this, but do you remember Braniff Airlines, any of you? It was a Dallas-based airline. Harding Lawrence was president, and they painted, like in the 70s, they painted their planes like psychedelic colors.
That's kind of cool.
They
That is cool.
they hired, it was very cool, and they had the most luxurious seats. They had like the famous fashion designers designed all the stewardess clothes. Like if you go over to
so
the
cool.
Frontier Flight Museum up on the second floor, there's a whole line of their clothes that are just, they're just amazing, very iconic. And that airline was so fun to fly, and Dallas was so proud of it. But like so many airlines, I think Southwest hurt them for one thing. They were doing a lot of the routes Southwest, and Southwest could do them cheaper. Then there was another airline, I can't think of the name of it right now, that competed with Southwest, Muse Air. Did y'all ever hear of that? Those were more luxury airplanes. And like if you could fly Muse instead of Southwest for the same price, you'd fly Muse. But Muse didn't make it. I mean, there's just a long history of that goes on.
And now they have JSX.
Oh, I
which
know.
is like
Has who here has
semi-private.
flown JSX?
I have.
What is it like?
It was great. You show up 10 minutes before your flight.
You don't have to do all the lines. It's like, is it
No.
private plane?
Semi-private.
Nice.
Mhm.
Well, some business, it's one thing to start a business and have success, but it's a whole nother thing to maintain a business and weave through all the challenges through the years. I think that's what you see in that industry. I mean, you see it in every industry, really.
Absolutely. Because I mean, right now it's so cheap to like book a resort all inclusive. Like, Mexico is super cheap. The Dominican, Jamaica. I'm trying to think where else. I mean, think of like anywhere in the Caribbean is pretty cheap
Right now because of the war.
Well, the resorts are really cheap. What is hurting us is the flights are really expensive because of the war, because fuel prices
Well, I was
have
going to say,
gone
fuel prices
hugely
right now.
up,
Yeah.
hugely. And that's making flights a lot more expensive.
Would you say it's better for people to book through their bank travel portals or to transfer their points to partners?
I mean,
Great question.
yeah, I mean, it really just depends on like what you want to do. If you want to book with points, like I would say do it yourself. I mean, I can book through points. I don't make any commission off of it, but I can still book you. And the only upside on that would be just be like for the resorts. I can be like, hey, bring them in a bottle of champagne, bring them in like decorations or whatever you're celebrating something special. That's where using a travel agent is beneficial. But as far as booking flights, sometimes you can get a better deal booking the points for yourself. Unfortunately.
That's a good question. Yeah, I like that. How many times? Okay, I've always fantasized that
Where are you going with this?
that I would have a second wedding or a pretend wedding. I don't know if I'll ever get married again, but like a symbolic one in Bora Bora with like the flowers and the white robe, and like talk to me about that process. Like, how many times have you booked someone that does the French Polynesia Bora Bora wedding? And you know,
I have not yet booked anybody in Bora
I might
Bora.
be yours. I might be the one.
I know.
I think you're next, Jennifer.
You can marry yourself also.
That's such a great idea.
Or maybe that's where
I like that.
Bella's,
I was gonna say
Duke and Bella's wedding.
the dog wedding. Yes.
Let's
We'll
take
have
a
to look into the
trip. Let's look into
quarantine.
it. Yeah.
We'll have to
How
look
long?
in-
would Yeah, exactly.
We'll have to see how long they would have to be quarantined.
Yeah.
Because most of the time when you go, I know in Hawaii it's like 24 hours.
Oh,
But,
Bella would be so mad.
oh yeah. But no, I actually am specialized in wedding celebrations. I have not yet booked one. I have booked a few honeymoons. But with the French Polynesia, I mean, it's pretty simple. Basically, I would just need to get in touch with the resort and just talk with them. And
If you know anybody that needs a good wedding photographer, I'm right here.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
He is. He's
Okay.
really good. He did my cousin's wedding. He took pictures at my wedding. He's incredibly talented. Yeah.
That's
And
good to
it's
know.
my side gig passion, but I really love doing it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, as far as like booking a wedding, most of the time I just work with the resort and they have a wedding planner there and just negotiate the price and get
Nice.
it down to as low as I possibly can. And that's where like having a travel agent, or you're not paying me anything, the resort is paying me.
Right.
I'm able to negotiate down those prices so that you're able to enjoy the experience and get the best bang for your buck.
Right. That's really good.
Let me ask you, you being a world traveler, and I can ask this to everybody, but that wants to answer it. But what are some of your most favorite trips ever and favorite places to go? And would you go back?
Oh my gosh. Costa Rica, 100%.
Was the water blue?
The water is it's not clear. It's darker, but there's just so much to do there. I did like a solo trip for my 35th birthday.
Good for you.
And it was like the best time ever. Like I went kayaking, I went horseback riding, I went whitewater rafting.
Everything's like,
went up to the like volcanoes.
is it cheaper there?
It's cheap. It was cheap. It was amazing. The staff where I stayed was incredible. That was a really great place. And then I also really loved the Bahamas and the Dominican Republic. And then Mexico. I mean, Playa del Carmen was going to be the best bang for your buck. The last time that I went swimming with whale sharks.
Oh, how fun.
With what kind of sharks?
With whale sharks.
Whale sharks.
They're
okay.
like 100 feet long.
Oh my goodness.
They bring the boat up and you like jump in front of them. I was the only one on the boat that did not get seasick. And so I kept jumping. And then we ran into manta rays, which are like 15 feet long.
Wow.
And
Wow.
the instructors were so excited. So I was the only one. I was like jumping off and swimming with the instructors. Now on the way back, I did get a little sick, but I was like, it felt better to be in the water because you had to like drive out on a boat like 2 hours out. I had to be there at 5 a.m. And
Where did you stay in Playa del Carmen?
oh my gosh, where did I stay that time? It was an all-inclusive resort. I really like the Dreams resorts.
Yep.
They're really nice and very budget friendly. I would have to go back and look. It might have been a Hyatt place because also there's a place in Playa del Carmen that used to be a Hilton resort and Hyatt bought it. and now apparently it's like even better. And there's a lot of places in Playa del Carmen and Cancun and around that area, Tulum. They're doing all these renovations. And so,
Well, and being Texans, it's just a really short flight for
It
us.
is.
That's one of the beauties of living in Texas.
it's a very short flight. It's really easy to get to and from the resort. I mean, if you're on a budget, highly recommend like Playa del Carmen, Tulum.
I love Playa del Carmen.
Yeah.
I do too. And the resort that Hyatt bought from Hilton, it's up right off of 5th Street, which I don't know.
What's it called again?
I cannot remember
Oh,
the
I
exact
thought you
name.
said, I'm sorry. I
But
thought you
it's
said the name
it's
of
a Hyatt resort now. But
Oh,
it's
Hyatt.
it's right off of 5th Street. So you can walk from the resort to like all the restaurants and bars down 5th Street, which is like the happening place there.
My favorite in Playa del Carmen isn't that Royal Hideaway? Or is that Playa del Car?
No, you're talking about Playa Hideaway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stayed in Mayakoba last
Ooh,
time.
nice.
Mayakoba's so nice.
Mayakoba?
Yeah, they have the Rosewood. They have what used to be Andaz, and then the Fairmont, and then the Banyan Tree.
Ooh, is Banyan Tree really nice? Is that where you stayed?
So nice. Yeah.
Yeah, Rosewood's
I've
really
heard
nice
it's so
too.
nice.
Yeah, Rosewood hotels are fabulous.
So Royal Hideaway, they just did a renovation. That's actually where I originally booked my honeymoon couple. And then they were like, hey, we're doing renovations, so we're going to shut down. So I had to move them to another place. So they moved to Planet Hollywood in
Nice.
Cancun. And they got like royal treatment. Well, then they said that they overbooked that. So then I had to book them again at another place.
Oh no, but you handled it like a pro, I'm sure. Now, girls, both of y'all kind of give us your golden nugget. Like our listeners are tuning in. What's
Yeah,
one
good question.
secret gem, golden nugget in your industry that a lot of people don't know about? And I'll start with Liv. Like discounts, or I don't even know. I want you to handle that.
I just tell people, don't fall for the trends. Don't fall for what you see on social media. If you ever have questions about something, just let me know. I'll be honest,
Yeah, I
whether I
appreciate
believe in that
that.
treatment or not. Even if I don't provide that treatment, I will let you know whether I believe in it or whether I have enough knowledge about it to have my own opinion. But just don't fall for what you see on social media, because a lot of the time it's just false advertisement or
Yeah.
unrealistic.
Yeah.
A lot of garbage, except for our podcast, of course.
Yes. Yes. That's good. That's really, really good. Okay.
All right. Next.
Okay. I will just say, I mean, I will be happy to book your flight, but
What's your website?
But I don't make any money off of it.
DukesDestinations.com.
So it's Dukes. So it's www.dukes-destinations.com, and that will link to my social media as well. We have a Facebook business website and also an Instagram website. But my keynote on like when you book flights, I'm happy to book them for you. But I do know what days you need to book them on. And then also
What days are those?
so typically Tuesdays through Thursdays is when I've been seeing like prices go down, and even
That makes sense.
and even Saturdays.
So like, yeah. So like Wednesday, book your flight on a Wednesday,
Yeah,
right? Because you're going to
Wednesdays-
pay the least amount.
And it's been kind of fluctuating lately as well. But also clear your cookies, clear your caches.
How do you do that?
You just go to your history and just go there.
Because they're going to price it based on where you live or what you've been looking at.
What you've been looking at.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good
So-
advice.
Clear
Yeah.
cookies, clear caches, and book on a Wednesday.
Yeah. Wednesdays are usually pretty good. Like Tuesdays, Wednesdays. Thursdays, like I've been getting hits and misses on those. And then Saturdays. Saturdays have also been kind of good.
Yeah.
Yeah, clearing cache, that's a great idea. I
Yeah.
never thought about that.
That's
That's a golden nugget.
That's
right
a
there.
golden
You
nuggetto.
asked for a golden
I asked
nugget
for
and
a
you got it.
golden nuggetto. Where are we on time? We've got 4 more minutes. Okay, question. I just saw this thing that they were like, oh, Botox makes you goes to your brain stem. And so I took a year off Botox, not since I've known you. And I looked awful.
You
And
look
I'm like,
amazing,
thank
by the
you,
way.
because you treat me, twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year. I need to get more. I need to come by and buy more of the tinted medical grades.
She's one of the rare ones. She hardly needs to come in and
I know.
I
was
she's
gonna
so
say.
beautiful.
No, she's
naturally.
trying to like make me look good. It's because of her.
I love
I go
Jennifer.
in plenty of times.
She's gorgeous and
She
she looks
handles
so
me.
bad. you know?
No, she's being humble. I look great for 49 because of this young lady, and it's, anyways. But I need the tinted sunscreen. I'll Venmo you, and you can leave it outside this week. Yeah, no, she's phenomenal. Everyone in Dallas, don't use anyone else for your face, and
This is
don't
the
go to anyone
Jennifer
else for.
This is your golden nugget. It's your
Exactly.
endorsement.
My endorsement is I don't trust anyone else with my face other than Liv. Preservation. I love you. Preservation. I don't trust anyone else with travel other than Chelsea. She's booked some of my trips, and guys, you're going to get VIP everything and a better price than you could possibly imagine. She's got all the connections, and she's going to make sure you're safe and you have a great time and you feel special and you feel like a VIP, a very important person.
Is that what that is? Oh,
It's VIP.
I got to say, being a dude, just a dude, I learned a lot today.
Dude.
And,
Hey, dude.
a lot of things I had no idea about. So I appreciate all the tips. Some great travel
I
tips.
do want to add, though,
Yes,
there's this
yes.
big craze about the peptides.
Yes.
Everyone's all about the peptides right now.
Right.
There's not enough long-term data on peptides.
Right.
Okay.
And I want everyone to be careful because there are clinics that distribute peptides that are very new and they're researching. And then there are clinics that have certifications to distribute certain peptides. One of the peptides I believe in, as long as it's coming from a good source, is NAD. NAD decreases as we age. And so
We had
NAD
a whole thing on that in
helps
our other
repair
show.
our
Okay, so
mitochondria
what
and
about NAD and glutathione?
Glutathione's a powerful antioxidant.
It's not a peptide. Okay.
It's not a peptide.
So you
I get
believe
it
in
weekly.
NAD if it's from a good, reputable.
Yes.
Okay.
And glutathione.
Now, what are you saying what are you saying specifically about
Yeah.
NAD to have a treatment or?
Well, as we age, our NAD decreases, and NAD is responsible for repairing our damaged DNA cells that is
Right.
caused by oxidative stress, medications,
It's like
Yeah.
our
aging.
diet,
Yeah.
alcohol, stress, all those things.
Yep.
And so NAD,
A normal day at the office.
exactly. So NAD is great for
So you
repairing
get
our
IVs? Is that
IVs or injections.
yeah? Well, when we had our other guest, he went into a lot. You might want to watch that if you haven't. He went into a lot of detail about that. It was really fast. He broke it all down. So we've got another great show. I wish I could say which show that was, what we called it, but for anybody interested in that. What you're saying is great, and I would refer people back to that other show we did. It was really
nice.
informative.
Yeah,
about all that.
it was. It really was.
I'm definitely interested. What about the NADs that are like in pill form?
Yeah,
it
because I take
doesn't-
that.
You don't absorb it as much as
Right.
IV form or injection.
Is injection or IV? Which one? IV's better or injection? Probably.
Injection is good for like maintenance.
Yeah.
IV, you'll get obviously like more absorption in a more immediate way, but injection is a good way to just maintain it because who has time to go to
Exactly.
an IV
Yeah.
clinic and get an infusion? Maybe some people do have the time, some people don't. It's a quick injection, less than 5 minutes. Sometimes people come in because they get queasy about doing it themselves,
Right.
or I can prescribe it to them and give them very detailed instructions,
Well, so
and they can do it at
That's a
home.
really good thing for somebody like me who's aging rapidly, right? So
We all are. I mean, it's the human condition.
We're all under so much stress.
yeah,
all the
right.
time.
I know.
Right.